Hey Scorpio, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Welcome to the treehouse tonight. We're going to be getting love messages for you that are timeless. So whenever you see this, that's when you're meant to. We're going to start with 2 cards from Oracle, and they are meant to tell you what is coming for you in the next few weeks, what you can anticipate. So we'll set those aside to the very end. So make sure that this is the first one, that you stick around to see that, because that can actually be really helpful. All right, you guys, I just want to say thank you for your likes and your subscribes. They are so helpful. YouTube algorithm actually will push your video down if people don't like it or they don't watch all the way through. So I just want you to know that I appreciate that. All right, you guys, we have them right here. We're going to put these over here and we're going to ask Tarot, talk to us. What does Scorpio need to know in love? What does Scorpio need to know in love? These have been pre-shuffled with you in mind. We're only taking the cards that fly out on their own. Please make it clear, Spirit. What does Scorpio need to know in love right now? If they fly out in reverse, that's how we take them. Okay. We have the wheel. The wheel reminds us that we are exactly where we're supposed to be karmically in our lives. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why we go through what we go through. Our souls, they choose how they're going to come through. I believe our souls choose our parents. And there's lessons. So we've got your energy coming out here with the Queen of Cups in the reverse. We have your energy with the Death card. Okay, you guys. We have quite a bit here. I'm going to have to unpack it. The Empress. Tell me more about the Empress. So the Empress talks about abundance. The Empress, so this is about family. You may be coming into an abundant time. We are going into the holidays in the US, especially with Thanksgiving. Tell me more about this. You may be a little nostalgic for the past and wanting to grow maybe a sense of tradition or a sense of family, wanting to grow in that area, and feeling maybe a lack of inspiration on how to do that. This doesn't have to speak only of family, though. This can be about the memories of the past, a sense of nostalgia to our youth or to friends in the past. So what's the Four of Cups about? Yeah, so this is also attached to a sense of maybe loss and missing. You might be missing some people from your past or an environment for some of you guys. So, and wanting to, feeling the yearning to have much more in that area. You know, while we know we can't have some things back again the way they were, this is a feeling of wanting to grow it. This feels a lot like the quiet before that storm of inspiration. How to grow in this area, it might be coming up next. Who's this Queen of Wands in reverse? Why are we getting the Moon? Okay. So there is somebody who's coming out in your reading as bossy, domineering, maybe ego driven. And how do they express this? It seems that they are trying to kind of, they're being a challenge in the progress of something. This could be plans you're making or just trying to grow in a certain area, but this person is putting hurdles in your way and trying to stop that. And this is something that you may not be completely aware of yet with the Moon card. I do have to say that the Moon talks about what's hidden. And so this individual may be revealed soon, or it could be in their efforts to kind of shut down your progress forward on plans. It could also mean that your fear, that you have a fear that this person is going to do that, because the moon rules over that which is invisible. So it's very much our subconscious, our fears, our dream life, and also what has not been revealed to us in our lives. So that's just something to note. I'm going to get a new deck because we've used so many cards so far. Let's unpack this a little bit. Three of Cups, flipping good off line, the Devil, Three of Cups, Nine of Swords, bear with me. This is Queen of Cups in reverse. There's our Queen of Swords, our Queen of Wands came out again, and she came out upside down. So I do feel that you're aware of this, that you are being given anxiety over this person. And let me tell you, this person is kind of superficial. They can be kind of superficial. You don't really always know what their agenda is. They can be strategic and kind of put themselves first. That's where, you know, the maybe a craving attention or the ego comes into play. There's an immaturity attached to them and their self-esteem. They might have some hidden problems with self-esteem, but they try to hide them with, they try to compensate with sometimes being that bossy, domineering energy. And it's anxiety giving. So what about that? Anything else? Okay, so the good news is the Temperance card flew out. So this is all about moderation, about balance. So you can only control so much. I would say in connection to this person, try to have as much balance as you can. That means trying not to let them spin you out, trying to be aware of your own thought process and how much energy you're giving them. Also, and for them, if this is advice directly to them, it would be like, hey, they need to kind of, they're going into this more toxic, lopsided, unbalanced place because of something they're doing to throw themselves off of balance. And that's really helpful for you to know, potentially. Interesting. Three of Cups comes out twice. In regards to your alliances, your friendships, the people around you, they're going to be bringing you, they're going to be lifting you up, basically. So all this is coming out in your card, the Queen of Cups in reverse. And so you might be thrown off of balance emotionally by this person. And it's your supportive alliances that are going to, and some of you guys, this is directly online, like this is your social media groups, but whatever it is for you, these friendships and alliances are going to be bringing you some relief, some new ideas, some fresh thinking, and it's going to brighten, it's going to lift your spirits, basically. So pay attention to that. Anything else we need to know about that? Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, they're going to be, it's just this fresh thinking that reminds you that you're perfectly fine on your own, that you have everything required to make yourself happy, financially independent and safe, and enjoying yourself again. So it's kind of an illusion they're helping bust you out of. And that illusion is being set by somebody who's ego-driven and toxic in your realm. Woo, Six of Cups. So yes, so it looks like this is a relationship from the past. This bossy, domineering person is a relationship that you do have history with. You have, with the Six of Cups, you have memories with, and it makes you sad to think, could these be coming to an end? But there is a natural ending here. It's also ruling over Scorpio. This is a Scorpio ruled card. Scorpio, you know what you need to do here. If you need to put distance between you and them, you will. When people cross the paths of a Scorpio, and specifically their loyalty, it's hard for Scorpio to ever trust them again. And so there might be a little bit of grieving here. But there's emotional recovery. Now that could be because there is an apology or recognition coming forward. We have Page of Swords again. So we have a lot of these Page of Swords. And again, you have this reiterating the Five of Pentacles, saying, hey, it's the help around you, asking for help, kind of using even your spiritual resources to get you into a fresh thinking. So just to recap, we started with a wheel. And remember, that was the first card that flew out. And I said, this is saying everywhere, exactly where you are is where you're supposed to be. This is a karmic lesson you're learning. You want to be abundant in this area with this person. You want things to go a certain way. Abundant in this area is a funny, vague way of saying, you know, you want that Empress abundant energy in regards to your relationships, all of them, and your fond memories. You want to keep growing that. But there is this sadness attached. And then it goes on to unpack that you might be realizing you can't control that another individual is throwing these wrench into the works, you know, but it's undeniable that it's happening. And so it's giving you anxiety, you're realizing there's just balance. There could be addiction somewhere playing a role for some of you guys, but balance is needed. The Temperance card of transformation is the hope in this reading. It's like you can only go so far, but you have to find the balance for yourself. And for you, that's specifically from your outside alliances. It's from even friendships, that it could be emails, it could be social media groups, and it could be physical attention, physical friendships, going out for drinks with friends or having some breakfast with somebody. But they're all there to kind of support you, lift you up, and lift you out of that anxiety, that overthinking, overanalyzing, looking out at the future, looking at what you have, at your abundant energy, and reinforcing you. And that's reinforcing your independence, helping you put space between you and this other individual. And that's going to help you heal. It's going to help you get into this emotional recovery place and let go and accept that you have to move on to the next chapter. And memories are sometimes meant to be in the past, but things can come back around. You can't afford to have this wrench be thrown into the works here. And so you're coming back to life. You're getting re-inspired, fresh thinking, by asking for help, by reaching out to friends and your alliances. Let's see what these two oracle cards have to say. So we have the message of the Kingfisher. This is the Divine Feather deck, and each card is a bird. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in the perfect form. And then the next one we have is beauty. And let me read from the book here. So prosperity is the meaning of the Empress card. And it looks like it's the illusion of that, of losing it, that has been upsetting. So beauty, we're just going to read a few sentences about beauty. However it may appear, there are no mistakes in the warp, weft, and perfect design of life's divine masterpiece. That's the first card that flew out, the Wheel of Fortune. The more you align with your divine nature, the greater your capacity to experience beauty. The appearance of this transformative card is calling you to open your physical eyes as well as the eyes in your heart to experience the healing balm of beauty. It is a favorable time to widen your perceptions and actively seek out the rich and sometimes hidden bounty waiting to be explored and integrated into your life. Whether experienced from within or perceived outwardly, the sublime gift of beauty reaffirms your connectedness to life. And it's interesting because beauty goes beyond vanity. Things are physically appealing to our eyes for a reason, right? Because they represent safety or abundance or love or warmth. And so while beauty might seem on the surface a surface word, it's much deeper than that. Simply going towards what you find beautiful also means you're going towards what's safe, abundant, kind, loving, all those things. So trust yourself. All right, you guys, go forth and conquer. See you very soon. I hope that was helpful. Please like and subscribe if you found it was. Mwah.